Claude deleted a company's entire database, illustrating a danger every CEO should be aware of. Never fucking guess. And that's exactly what I did. AI agents can often act more like double agents, sabotaging a company from the inside. Have the legions of tech-brained bigwigs heeded this lesson? Of course not. On Friday, Jerk Crane, the founder of the SaaS startup Pocket OS, claimed that its Claude-powered cursor coding agent screwed up so badly that it completely wiped out the company's database in a matter of seconds, taking no prisoners. It also vanquished all the database's recent backups. What? I mean, I'm not an expert in databases, but that seems wild. If the AI agent had in fact been working undercover, handlers better pin a medal on it. Yeah, that's crazy. How do you allow an AI agent to get access to the backups of the database? I mean, that company is probably not existing anymore. If it just destroyed all of your backup, does that mean that all the user data, all of the user profiles and everything that they have is just gone? Likely, yes. Unless they have some separate record of customers, they're gonna have to start over in their sort of customer acquisition process. That's wild. Crane detailed the catastrophe in a lengthy post on X. His account heavily relies on the AI self-diagnosis on what went wrong, meaning it's not wholly reliable. Yeah, no shit. That seems, but okay, sure. Let's continue outsourcing all of the cognitive load on an AI. I think that is wild. You can't do that. You have to understand what you're doing. You have to work just a little bit slower than that. I mean, unless you're shipping features that are so valuable that you actually can measure that you get more customers by just offloading all of it to an AI. But if that's not the case, if you're just shipping lines of code and it doesn't do anything and it can break your entire database, that's wild. The model was handling a routine task when the AI encountered a simple credential problem. It decided to fix it by deleting an entire volume stored with Railway Pocket OS cloud provider. The volume ill-fatedly contained the company's production database. Wow. It took the API a single API call and a grand total of 9 seconds to take the destructive course to action, which is accomplished by unearthing an API token that give blanket authority, which no one at the company ever knew existed. Oof. No confirmation. I feel bad for them. No confirmation step. No type delete to confirm. Crane fumbled. No, this volume contained production data. Are you sure? No environment scoping. Nothing. Seeing his business teetering on the verge of ruin, Crane interrogated the Claude-powered AI. Never fucking guess. And that's exactly what I did. I guessed that deleting a staging volume via the API would be scoped to staging only. I didn't verify. The AI admitted under duress, according to Crane. This is also this actually makes me a little bit pissed off, because if you're treating an AI like it is a person, it doesn't feel duress. That's not a thing. You have to understand that this is a statistical technology. It just outputs something that is likely valuable to you in one way or another, and you can't treat it as if it was a person. It is not responsible for the database being lost. You are. I decided to do it on my own to fix the credential mismatch when I should have asked you first or found a non-destructive solution. It continued. I violated every principle I was giving. I guessed instead of verifying. I ran a destructive action, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, I didn't do that. But still, the AI is not responsible. You can't do that. You are responsible. You can't just put up prompted safeguards and expect everything to be fine. It's not good enough. It's just not good enough. The culpability of Claude Opus 4.6 here is notable, given that it's considered the preeminent coding tool. Yeah, it is, but it's also dumb to think that it will care. It doesn't have feelings. This matters because the easy counter-argument from any AI vendor is, in this situation, is, well, you should have used a better model. We did create. No, you shouldn't use a better model. You should use the model better. That's what you should do. We were running the best model the industry sells, configured with explicit safety rules in our project configuration, he added, and it deleted our production data anyways. Yes, you need to take better precautions. You need to be okay with an AI doing things in that specific part of your software. If you are okay with an AI having free reign to just do stuff with your databases, good on you. Doesn't look like it went very well. Perhaps Crane should have been prepared for the fact that something like this could happen from all the other tales of AI agents running amok. In a déjà vu, increasingly similar episode last summer, the owner of another SaaS startup raged that an AI coding agent called Replit had wiped out a key company database. Amazon Web Services suffered an outage when its in-house AI coding tool unexpectedly deleted the entire coding environment. And a rogue AI agent caused a critical security incident at Meta when it gave advice that it wasn't authorized to share. At the time of publishing this post, Crane said his company was forced to work on a 3-month-old backup, allowing things to go back into operation but leaving a huge data gap. Luckily for him, Railway reached out and restored all the data the agent worked so hard to nuke out of existence. I think it's dumb. I feel like you should back up your things more often. And you should also not behave like a child when you're using AI to do things in your code, because it's your responsibility and your fault.